then evaluate sin A plus cos A upon 2 cos A minus sin A. 2 cos A minus sin A. Now why I said important? Because in this problem you are given cos and sin, then evaluate also there is sin and cos. So how we solve this? 5 cos A minus 12 sin A is equal to 0. So now we find basically tan A. So this we can write 5 cos A is equal to 12 sin A. Is equal to 12 sin A. So 5 upon 12 is equal to sin A upon cos A. Sin A upon cos A. So we get 5 upon 12 is equal to tan A. 5 upon 12 is equal to tan A. Now there are yes, sin A upon cos A is equal to sin A upon cos A is equal to tan A. Last lecture I had explained how sin A upon cos A is tan A. So sin A upon cos A is tan A. Now see, from there, now there are two methods. One is you draw the diagram. Tan is opposite upon adjacent. You draw the diagram. Then find sin A cos A and then simplify this. Second method is without drawing the diagram. Second method is without drawing the diagram. Now let us evaluate. We want to evaluate sin A. Answer. One method is yes, that is what I am telling. Using Pythagoras theorem, you will evaluate from this step onwards. There are two methods. One is by drawing the diagram. Using Pythagoras, find the third side, find the hypotenuse, and then find sin A cos A, substitute the value and simplify. That is one method. Now second method I am doing without drawing the diagram. Wait. Without drawing the diagram. It is sin A cos A sin A. So I will divide numerator. Divide numerator and denominator by cos A. Divide numerator and denominator by cos A. So we divide each term of numerator and denominator by cos A. So that will be sin A upon cos A plus cos A upon cos A. Second method is divide each term of numerator and denominator by cos A. So that becomes 2 cos A upon cos A, 2 cos A upon cos A plus minus sin A upon cos A, minus sin A upon cos A. So cos A upon sin A upon cos A is tan A. Plus cos A upon cos A is 1 upon 2 into cos A upon cos A is 1. So 2 into 1 minus sin A upon cos A is tan A. So now we just how cos A get cancelled, then sin A upon cos A is tan A. We divide each term of numerator and denominator by cos A. So tan A is 5 upon yes. You have to divide each term of numerator and denominator by cos A. So tan is 5 upon 12 plus 1 upon 2 into 1, 2 minus 5 upon 12. Now we just simplify, cross multiply. 5 plus 12 is 17. 17 upon 12. Then 12 twos are 24. 24 minus 5. 19 upon 12. Are you getting this? So 12 get cancelled. Answer is 17 upon 19. Answer is 17 upon 19. Just check the answer. Anybody has got? See, other method is just draw the diagram by using find the hypotenuse. Find hypotenuse, then find sin A cos A value. No, find sin A cos A value, and that value you substitute in this formula. Yes, you have to use the formula for sin A cos A. After finding sin A cos A, you just substitute their value in this and get the answer. That was first method, using diagram. Without using the diagram, directly divide numerator and denominator each term by cos A. No, see here. 15th is trivial. 15th, now 16th. 16th is important. 15th is not important. No, omit it. 15th, 16th is important. 17th, 18th. 17th, 18th, 19th also. 17th, 18th, 19th, 20. 16th you have to do. 16th you take as homework. Because 3 cos A is equal to 4 sin A. You can find the value of tan A. Then in this I will draw the diagram. 16th is homework. Now 21 I will do. Omit it. Now 21 I will do. 21. 16th is homework. This is important, means same as just now what we did, the same problem. By second method, you can do any method, no problem. Now 21, q tan A. Now instead of number we are given variables. Q tan A is equal to P. Instead of numbers we are given variables. 1 minute. Right. Q tan A is equal to P. Q tan A is equal to P. Q tan A is equal to P. Find the value of. Yes, fine. Q tan A is equal to P. Find the value of P sin A. Minus Q cos A upon P sin A plus Q cos A. Now let us find Q tan A is equal to P. Q tan A is equal to P. So you will get tan A is equal to P upon Q. Tan A is equal to P upon Q. Now one method is by drawing the diagram, second method is by dividing each term. I will suggest you use second method. See, if you use first method, then hypotenuse will be square root of P square plus Q square. So when you substitute that value, calculation will be slightly difficult. Slightly, I said, not very much. So I will advise you, whenever there is sin A, cos A and you have the value of tan A, you go by the second method. So P sin, that is what I told you. Once you have found the value of tan A, and if it is asked evaluate sin cos, then use the second method. P sin A minus Q cos A upon P sin A. Yes, because see, you have the value of tan A. In the evaluation part, there is sin and cos. So when you divide sin by cos, you get tan A. So divide each term. Divide each numerator and denominator by cos A. Divide each term of numerator denominator by cos A. So divide by cos A. You can do this by drawing the diagram also. You can do the same problem by drawing the diagram also. But this you remember, whenever you have the value of tan A, and if it is asked evaluate sin cos, then go by the second method. Divide each term of numerator and denominator by cos A. So you will get P sin A upon cos A minus Q cos A upon cos A. Denominator also divide each term by cos A. So P sin A upon cos A plus Q cos A upon cos A. So P sin A upon cos A is tan A. So P into tan A minus Q into cos A upon cos A is 1. So Q into 1 upon P sin A upon cos A is tan A. P tan A plus Q cos A into cos A is 1. Now we put the value of tan A. Tan A is P by Q. So that is P into P by Q minus Q upon P into P by Q plus Q. Now first you have to simplify. P into P square upon Q minus Q upon P square plus Q, P square upon Q plus Q. Now you have to cross multiply this Q. So that becomes P square minus Q square upon Q divided by P square plus Q square upon Q. Now Q get cancelled. So that is P square minus Q square upon P square plus Q square. P square minus Q square upon P square plus Q square. How you can cancel? This is P square minus. This is the answer. Yes, this is the answer. Because you cannot cancel, because this is P square minus Q square and this is P square plus Q square. So you cannot cancel them. Yes. So this is the answer. Now 22 you have to solve in the same way, sin A cos A. Okay. 22. See, whenever you have the value of tan A, and if it is asked evaluate, that evaluation part contains sin A and cos A in the numerator and denominator both, then go by the second method. That will make your calculation easy. So these are hints which you have to remember during examination also. Examination, the thing should strike which method I have to use. Now 22nd, if P sin A, if sin A is equal to cos A, find the value of 2 tan square A. Find the value of 2 tan square A minus 2 sec square A plus 5. 2 tan square A minus 2 sec square A plus 5. So mark this type of problems also important. 3 marks. So sin A is equal to cos A, we are given. Sin A is equal to cos A. So this we can write sin A upon cos A. Sin A upon cos A is equal to 1. This cos A will go in the denominator. Sin A upon cos A is tan A. Wait, tan A is equal to 1. But 1 I can write 1 upon 1. And 1 upon 1 I can write opposite upon tan. What is tan? Tan is opposite upon adjacent. Tan is, so tan A is 1. But 1 I can write 1 upon 1. So 1 is opposite, 1 is adjacent. So now I will use the diagram. No, by second method you cannot do. Second method you cannot do. You have the value of tan A, but in the evaluation part, you have tan square A is 2 sec square A. We go by the second method whenever we have numerator and denominator, and numerator and denominator both contain sine and cos. Then we go by the second method. Now this is tan A. So anyone you can take as angle A. Now let me take this as A, B, C. Tan A. So tan A, my reference angle is A. Tan A is opposite is 1 upon adjacent is 1. Now using Pythagoras, find the value of hypotenuse AC. Yes, using Pythagoras. No, how one? Using Pythagoras theorem, find the value of AC. Opposite side is 1. Huh? No, it will not be 2. It will be root 2, yes. It will be root 2. So using Pythagoras theorem, find the value of AC. Find the value of AC. So by Pythagoras theorem, BC square plus BA square is equal to AC square. So 1 square plus 1 square is equal to AC square. So root 2 is equal to AC. I am writing directly. Root 2 is equal to AC. Now my AC is root 2. Now in the question it is asked tan A value we have. Tan A we know 1. Now we want to find the value of sec A. We want to find the value of sec A. Sec is reciprocal of sine. Just remember. Sec is reciprocal of cos. Sec is reciprocal of cos. So reciprocal of cos. What is cos? Cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So reciprocal of that will be hypotenuse upon adjacent. That will be AC upon AB. AC root 2 upon 1, and that is root 2. Sec A is root 2. Sec A is root 2. Now we find this value. Now we consider 2 tan square A. 2 tan square A minus 2 sec square A. 2 tan square A minus 2 sec square A plus 5. Just we substitute the value. 2 into tan A is 1. So tan square A means 1 square. Minus 2 into sec A is root 2. So root 2 square plus 5. So 2 into 1 square is 2. Minus 2 into root 2 square is 2. 2 into 2 4 plus 5. And that is 3. Answer is 3. Yes. Answer is 3. Answer is 3. Yes. Answer is 3. Now 23rd you omit 24th. See 24th is important. Only one beginning part I will do. 23rd is omitted, 24th, 25, 26 is omitted, 27, 28, 29, 30. This problem we are going to do. So 24th is important. See, because if you see the syllabus, clearly it is asked, small simple calculation based problem will be asked from this chapter. 24th, if 2 sin x, if 2 sin x is equal to root 3, 2 sin x is equal to root 3, evaluate 2 sin x is equal to root 3, evaluate first 4 sin cube x, 4 sin cube x minus 3 sin x, 4 sin cube x minus 3 sin x, then second 3 cos x, 3 cos x minus 3 cos x minus 4 cos cube x, 4 cos cube x. So let us solve in the same way. 2 sin x is equal to root 3. So you will get sin x is equal to root 3 upon 2. Are you getting? But what is sine? Sine is opposite. Sine is opposite upon hypotenuse. Sine is opposite upon hypotenuse. So now we draw the diagram. We draw the diagram. Yes. We draw the diagram. This is my right angle triangle. ABC. No problem. ABC. Now what is my reference angle? Can anybody tell? What is my reference angle? Huh? No. Reference angle is not C. The reference angle is X. See, this is my X. X is the reference angle. Are you getting? Yes. So I will consider C as X. My reference angle is X. So I will consider C as X. So sin X is opposite. Opposite is AB root 3 upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 2. So using Pythagoras theorem, find BC. Using Pythagoras theorem, find BC. Yes. Using Pythagoras theorem, find BC. Using Pythagoras theorem, find BC. BC is 1. Okay. So by Pythagoras theorem, yes. So now you find you just substitute the value of sine cos and get the answer for first and second. So so AB square plus BC square is AC square. So AB square is root 3 square plus BC square, we have to find BC. AC is 2 square. So you will get BC is equal to root 1. So BC is 1, correct? BC is 1. BC is 1. BC is 1. Now we just put the value. We simplify first. Now see, for first we want sin x. Sin x value we have already had. Sin x already we have. Because when you simplify, you will get BC square is 4 minus 3. I have directly written BC square is 4 minus 3, 1. BC square is 1. So BC will be root 1. Root 1 is 1. You getting? So first 4 sin cube x. 4 sin cube x minus 3 sin x. Now we just substitute the value. Sin cube x is nothing but sin x whole cube. Sin cube x means sin x whole cube. This you remember. Sin cube x means sin x whole cube. Now we just substitute the value. What is sin x? Root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 cube minus 3 into root 3 by 2. Now we simplify. So that is 4 into root 3 cube is 3 root 3 into root 3 into root 3. Yes, that is 3 root. No. Root 3 into root 3 into root 3. 3 root 3. 3 root 3 upon 2 cube is 8 minus 3 root 3 upon 2. So you can 4 2s are 8. That is 3 root 3 upon 2 minus 3 root 3 upon 2. Are you getting? And the answer is 0. The answer is no, wait. See, 1 minute is there. Now let me do the second part also. Cos x. Wait, 1 minute, 2 minutes are there. Now we find. Acha. Now because see, I have to again do this part. So you find cos x and put the value. I'm just explaining that further part. Cos x. What will be cos x? There will be. Using the diagram, find the value of cos x. Using the diagram, find the value of cos x. Yes, what is cos x? Tell me. Cos x is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Cos x is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent upon hypotenuse. So that will be 1 by 2. So cos x is 1 by 2. Just put the value of cos x. So now we consider 3 cos x minus 4 cos cube x. 4 cos cube x. Just put the value of cos x. Put the value of cos x and simplify. Put the value of cos x and simplify. So 3. Now 2 answers are there, so I have to solve. So 3 into cos x is 1 by 2. Minus 4 into cos x is 1 by 2 whole cube. So that is 3 by 2. Minus 4 into 1 upon 2 cube is 8. 1 by 8. So that is 3 by 2. 4 2 is 8. Minus 1 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 3 minus 1 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So answer is 1. No. See, by using Pythagoras, Pythagoras is required. No. Yes, using Pythagoras, we have found the base. If there is no adjacent side, how we can find the cost ratio? Yes, now we stop here. Yes. See you in the last lecture, 12:50. Yes, bye. See you in the last lecture. Yes. Bye.